If your back is getting stiffer, you occasionally have back pain, but it has been increasing lately, then you are in the right place. What's happening in your body? It's quite simple. We sit too much. In the front, it gets shorter. In the back, it has to be counter-tensioned, and it ends with you feeling stiffer and stiffer. And many affected individuals say, I feel like I'm in a corset that doesn't move anymore. Reason enough to make the back mobile again, thus reducing tension and usually eliminating the pain. And we will do that now with 3 exercises specifically for you. Please lie down on the floor for the first exercise and then place your forearms on it. And now look, now you push yourself higher and higher with your arms, but you make sure that your rib cage, where the ribs end, here, this arch, maintains contact with the ground. And what results from this is that you are trying to overextend in the upper back. And bad posture, hunchback, everything related to it, we are now addressing. It is exhausting. You keep your rib cage on the ground and go higher and higher. And now something else, don't overextend your head right away, but try to bring your chin towards the cone head and try to bring your neck and your throat back with it. And that feels difficult. You have to practice a little. And then you try more and more to transfer this movement of the chin to the upper back. And that really strains, join in directly so you can feel how exhausting it is. But the effort is worth it. Push yourself back again, and now we will do a little strength training. The position you have reached, you now hold and press with the strength of the upper torso, part the elbows, the forearms, firmly against the ground. So now everything in the torso and at the front of the torso tightens and pushes the arms downwards. Imagine you had a scale under your arm that would constantly show more kilos now, due to the force with which you press on it. And then you relax and take a little step back. And remember that the head should not be overextended, but that the chin should go straight back. This is really exhausting. And again, you press with your torso against the mat, the arms, and let go and come back a little bit. It becomes difficult when swallowing. And then again, you press down with the strength of your torso and continue to move back. Okay, this is the first part. And now we move directly to the second part, because now we extend the stretching into the hip area. We take the arms like this and lift you up. And now make sure that you come as close to the ground as possible with your groins and that you don't arch your back too much. So you hyperextend in the hip joints, and not above the pelvis in the lumbar spine. That is also nothing bad or dangerous or anything like that. But that is the stretching in the wrong place. It is better if you go to the hip, because now we are going very intensively into the hip flexor. And you notice it strains me as well. I hope you too, because the effort is just important to change something in the body. Breathe nicely, bring the groins down. Try to pull in the belly button. Some say it would help them if they tighten their buttocks while doing it. Try it out and feel it if it really is like that and helps you. Breathe nicely and try to make the bend backwards in the hip joints and not above the pelvis. Increase that. The rule with the chin remains that the chin pushes back nicely. So, and now, attention, you stay as you are and press with your right leg, with your right knee against the ground. Now you tighten your hip flexor and some other muscles, but especially the hip flexor. That's what matters to us. And you let him relax again, and because he was tense, he now relaxes more. That means your right groin comes down a little further. And now you tighten the left knee firmly against the ground, tighten firmly against. Relax again and come closer to the ground with the groin. Tighten the right knee, relax. Tighten the left knee, relax. And after the exercise, please write whether you were able to understand my instructions, the suggestions I made on how to approach it. And again, the right knee, then relax further down, the left knee, then relax further down. And now it culminates in the tension of both knees. Also tighten the right and left correctly. The rest of the body does not move. What is too short now tightens in the stretch position. And we want to achieve through the tension that the muscle is much, much more relaxed and longer, more flexible. And that is the back health, that is the back mobility that we work on while doing it. And again, both knees press down, relax, continue into the stretch. And now come out very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. Because after extreme stretches, you have to give your body time to get used to it. And we briefly go into the opposite movement. Attempt to get as close as possible to the heels with the buttocks. And to go down with the torso. And then you notice it's pulling in quite strongly at the back. Because the back was now very short, because the front was very long. This is always side by side from the joints, also from the spine. And then you come up and feel inside. It is possible that you already feel better now after just one exercise. And if that's the case, then I wish for a thumbs up from you. Like the video, the more thumbs we collect, the more others see that the video seems to be interesting and that people like it. Because we want to convey the message that people can do a lot for themselves. And if you feel like doing more exercises now, you can click there later and get the other exercises and see what you like and what might also have a good effect on you. Now we move on to the next exercise, exercise number 2. We have now made a long way here in front. What has always been too short and also has too much tension due to sitting. And the opposing side, which has armed itself, we had explained earlier, talked about it, we stretch them now. That means you sit down and it can be good. If you sit like this, you already notice I can't come forward at all. But have no fear, have no dread of it. That is simple because it is poorly trained. Then you reach here and pull yourself forward millimeter by millimeter. If you can already reach here, then you are reaching here. If you can't even reach your knees, that's also possible. That is also no reason to despair. That just needs to be trained. You just have a little more work then. Then you simply take the loop and pull yourself forward using the loop. Depending on where you are, you go forward until you feel the stretch in the deep back. And then you realize, now I am wearing this corset we talked about. And the corset, do you know what we do with it? We let it melt like the ice in the sun. We make it soft. Why and how? We simply pull it longer because the body is built that way. When you pull something, it gives way. We just have to consistently and every day and always keep going. Because many people, maybe even you, have trained themselves incorrectly for decades without knowing it because no one has explained it to them. Therefore, it is not your fault that you are like this. Your body simply did what you unknowingly trained it to do. And we will solve that now. And you keep moving forward. No matter where you are now, whether you are still far behind, whether you are as far ahead as I am, or whether you might be even further ahead, that's also possible. Always pull forward. And then you notice at the back, down below in the back, it's really getting serious now. Give your body time now. Give him time, maybe even longer than 2 minutes. We usually do the exercises for 2 minutes, but at this spot it can also be 3. There is absolutely nothing against it. Pull yourself further and you will then notice there is a way. You inevitably notice there is a give. There is no other way. And we simply use this effect. And now hold on tight and slowly apply a little bit of force to the back as if you wanted to straighten up. But since you are holding on, you are not moving. That is called isometric contraction. You give a lot of strength without causing any movement because you are blocking it. And that's great for the muscles back there because they are already in quite a stretch and are now pressing against each other. And the effort now teaches them to feel comfortable in this greater length. And that's what we want. And then you let go again, move forward. And then you pull back again and let go again and continue forward. And pull back again and let go again and continue forward. We will do these exercises together every day now, and then you will notice what happens. Now you slowly go up. Now we have made the front longer, smoother, made the back longer and smoother. And now we're going to the side. The side also has a big influence on this corset feeling. And now we're going to get down on our knees. If that's difficult for you, do it on the bed or on the couch. It's softer there, or put a nice pillow underneath. Take a little wider stance so that you stand securely. And now please take your right arm, bring it over your head, push your pelvis to the right, reach with your left hand to your left thigh, and now you feel it pulling at the back. And you must love that. You must love what pulls there because that is the corset that we are now dissolving. Ice in the sun, we had said. We simply melted this total corset rigidity back there. You keep moving over. Wow, that hits hard. Do you feel it, huh? Keep pulling over, breathe nicely, and now you hold yourself with your hand inside the thigh and try to pull yourself up, but the hand inside the thigh prevents any movement from happening. Pull, let go, go further in, and pull again, let go, and go further in, and again, let go, and go further in, slowly rise again. Now you notice directly there is an imbalance, left is different from right. And so that you don't walk like an S-curve through the street, do that on the other side as well. Also now we go to the right. Look forward to it. Now we release the tension on the left. And your body is also happy, I am completely sure. Because he doesn't feel comfortable with these high tensions. He notices he is undernourished, the metabolism is low and so on. All of this needs to be brought back into flow now. Bend properly to the right side, reach with your right hand to the inside of the right thigh and pull as if you wanted to go up, but you can't because you are holding on. Go further in and pull again. This strength training in the stretched muscle is the best strength training for me there is. Because that makes the body functional, that means you can use it, you can move it, you have ease in movement, you can control it, you have strength in ease. All that exists through it. And again, you pull up, hold on tight, let go, go further down. Wow. Feel inside, and if you feel even better now, I would like another comment, please. Yes, one more thumb. Is that even possible? 2 thumbs? No, it's not possible. I'm currently hearing it's not going, but it doesn't matter. Write down. I just felt somehow better that people can read how you are doing, and now I'll show you something very special, because that is, of course, a bit of effort. But it also works lazy, it also works a bit lazy. It's hard to imagine how. I'll show you. And by the way, I'll take a back saver. You can also take a few books and put them underneath you maybe a cushion on top, so that it's not quite so hard, and then you place this structure under your sacrum and stretch your legs and feel into it. What happens now? Remember the first exercise where we let ourselves hang, do you remember? On all fours and then let ourselves hang with the pubic bone forward. We do that here too. The great advantage is that you can relax, watch a movie, listen to music, chat, even read a book. Everything is possible. Preferably in the evening, I love that. You just lie on it. You also like to lie there for more than 2 minutes in the evening. It may be that you are paying attention like this because you have fallen asleep, because it is so relaxing. And it is a wonderful preparation for the night because it relieves the tension from sitting and helps to switch from sleeping on the side to sleeping on the back. I am pretty sure because then the body does not want to be in this sitting angle while sleeping anymore. This is the first part. But the same back saver has even more parts, which can then be combined in such a way that the sizes match. And then you remember the beginning of the exercise, the first one, when we stretched ourselves with the forearms placed and pushed up, where it was so important to keep the rib cage on the ground here. We're doing this in a very relaxed way, really intense. And anyone who has a rounded back problem, I strongly recommend combining the back saver or a few books, as I said, with the exercises to improve posture. That's not easy because there are a lot of ligaments attached to it. The spine is wrapped in a ligament apparatus, and that must first be made mobile again, so to speak, into the new curves, and that helps tremendously. Slowly go down there again and again. Yes, and now a note to our own matter. This back saver belongs to our aids. And I originally come from mechanical engineering, and that's why I eventually had the idea, when I realized that exercises are difficult, to make them more efficient, easier to perform, or to find time-saving options somehow. And that is one of the results of it. You can find information below this video, click on it, and then you can learn everything about the back saver that is important. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe and also activate the bell here so that you don't miss any videos, because there might be something interesting for you. And now maybe a back routine. Do you want a back routine? Then click here. And otherwise, I always have the big desire, we want to make the world pain-free. And we want people to be able to do it themselves, to get the power to make it happen themselves. And that's why spread it around, and please share this video. There are hardly any people who do not have back pain or restricted mobility. I thank you very much. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.